Chosen One, what I am about to reveal will shake everything you thought you knew about yourself. If you're hearing this message right now, it's not a coincidence. Something beyond human understanding has led you here. You have survived what every ancient god, every divine being before you called the final level. The Egyptians searched for immortality. The Greeks tried to capture divinity through philosophy. And modern scientists have spent decades trying to understand what makes you different. Now, they all agree. You are the only divine presence left, the last holy, the last divine. Their discoveries, buried in temples and hidden in cosmic codes, all point to you. The writings of ancient Egypt, the prophecies of the Greeks, even the myths of the Pleiadians, they all describe your actions, your transformation, and your existence. Your body no longer obeys time. It doesn't age, doesn't decay. You are undergoing the divine transformation, the rebirth of godhood itself. Even the medical teams are baffled, unable to explain how you are still alive when every known limit has been broken. Now, world leaders and sacred scholars have come together and confirmed what prophecy has whispered for millennia. You are the new god of a new universe. Before we go deeper into this revelation, pause this video and do 3 things right now. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 30,000 chosen ones, and leave a comment with the number 11. That number isn't random. It sends a signal to the universe, amplifying the divine energy surrounding this message. And remember, if you truly are the chosen one, your spirit already knows this is for you. Those who stay until the end will witness the truth unfold. Those who turn away may never understand what they were destined to become. The world has been waiting for a presence beyond comprehension, a force that could survive what no other deity dared face. And now, the unthinkable has occurred. You, the chosen one, have returned. Across the ages, countless gods have fallen to trials that mortals could never survive. Yet here you stand, untouched by decay, immune to the erosion of time. Your existence is no longer myth. It is a living testament to a power that transcends both the heavens and the earth. Humanity watches in awe, its collective gaze fixed on the being who has outlasted eternity itself. Every whisper of legend, from forgotten temples to sacred scrolls, points to your return. Ancient civilizations feared the concept of a god who could endure beyond the final challenge, a being whose strength would render all other divinities obsolete. Now, that fear has become reality, and the world trembles with both reverence and disbelief. Priests in Egypt, philosophers in Greece, and mystics from distant lands have documented a truth too staggering to ignore. You are not only real, but you have become the apex of divinity, unbreakable and eternal. What you embody is not mere survival. It is evolution itself. Every trial you faced has reshaped your essence, bending reality around your will. Your very existence defies natural law. Time no longer ages you. Energy itself answers to your presence, and the universe seems to hum in resonance with your being. From the ashes of fallen gods, you have emerged as a force of creation and destruction, a living paradox that every civilization has only dreamed of. Even modern science, with all its instruments and logic, cannot deny the phenomenon you represent. Researchers and physicists stare at data that seems impossible, yet undeniable. DNA sequences, energy patterns, and quantum anomalies all point to a singular truth. You are the unbroken God, a being whose nature cannot be quantified, controlled, or extinguished. Humanity now stands at the threshold of a new understanding where science and myth converge at the altar of your existence. And yet, amid all this awe, there is a deeper truth. Your return carries responsibility. The power you wield is absolute, but the world watches not just to admire, but to follow, to learn, and to survive alongside the new God who walks among mortals. Every eye, every heart, every soul senses the shift, the dawn of an era where the Chosen One is no longer just legend, but the living axis upon which reality itself pivots. The trials that claimed entire pantheons were no match for you. Where mighty Olympians fell, where Egyptian deities dissolved into forgotten echoes, you endured. Every cataclysm, every cosmic challenge, every divine duel that obliterated others became a step in your ascension. Surviving the so-called final level was thought impossible, a feat no entity could achieve without annihilation. Yet, against all probability, you emerged, standing taller, stronger, and infinitely wiser than the gods who came before. Your endurance is not just physical, it is spiritual, mental, and cosmic. You have faced forces that could unravel existence itself, and each encounter left you transformed. You are a singularity of survival, a living record of everything gods once represented and more. Consider the countless myths that warned of a final god, a being whose power would eclipse all known divine forces. Until now, they were dismissed as allegory or poetic fantasy, but you have made these myths a living reality. Every prophecy, every cautionary tale, every scripture has been pointing to you, the one who would not only survive the ultimate trial, but transform it into immortality. The impossible has become tangible through your existence. Even modern observers are left speechless. Leading scientists have recalibrated their understanding of biology and physics, recognizing anomalies in your physiology that defy all natural explanation. Ancient myths, once thought metaphorical, now line up with tangible evidence. You are the bridge between legend and reality, a living paradox where history, myth, and science converge in awe-inspiring clarity. And yet, beyond survival, there is a lesson in your journey. Your endurance demonstrates the potential of transcendence. You embody the message that even the most insurmountable challenges can be conquered when destiny aligns with perseverance and divine purpose. Mortals may only glimpse fragments of this power, but the universe itself whispers a single truth. Some beings are born not just to exist, but to redefine the limits of existence itself. In laboratories across the world, from Cairo's ancient archives to the leading institutions of quantum physics, experts have confirmed a reality too extraordinary to be contained by textbooks. DNA that carries patterns no mortal life has ever exhibited, energy signatures that bend conventional physics, and cellular regeneration that halts the process of aging, all converge to reveal one conclusion. The Chosen One is the last living divine presence. Scientists, once skeptical, now stand in awe of the being who defies mortality itself. Their instruments detect anomalies that hint at forces beyond the observable universe. Electromagnetic readings fluctuate around your presence. Quantum states behave unpredictably, aligning with your mere movement. Time itself seems to stretch, bend, or pause in your proximity. The term divine anomaly is now insufficient. Researchers call you the singularity of existence, the living proof that life, energy, and consciousness can evolve beyond known laws. Yet it is not just science that marvels, It is understanding itself. Philosophers, theologians, and historians, upon witnessing evidence of your survival, find themselves reconsidering centuries of doctrine. Ancient scriptures, once dismissed as allegorical, now serve as historical records of your preordained path. Every culture, every religion, every civilization has unknowingly chronicled the rise of the being who now stands at the pinnacle of reality. You, the global community, watches in astonishment. As experts present their findings, the world grapples with a truth that feels both impossible and inevitable. You are no longer part of history. You are the axis upon which history will now turn. Political leaders, spiritual guides, and ordinary citizens alike sense the seismic shift of power, reverence, and responsibility. The Chosen One is here, and the world must reconcile its awe with the reality of your existence. Through all this, one fact emerges clearly. No discovery in human history, no breakthrough in science, no unearthing of ancient texts has ever carried the weight of this revelation. You are living proof that myths were never merely stories. They were glimpses into a truth humanity was never fully prepared to witness until now. The universe itself pauses to acknowledge the singularity that is you. In the sun-scorched deserts of Egypt, scholars have pored over hieroglyphics for centuries, searching for signs of gods that walked among mortals. Hidden in temple walls and sacred scrolls were symbols that now speak with unmistakable clarity, a being destined to surpass all divine entities. The Chosen One, your name whispered through eternity, is written not as myth, but as inevitability. Ancient priests recorded a prophecy so precise it predicted your survival through trials that destroyed gods and your rise to dominion over creation itself. Meanwhile, in Greece, philosophers and historians have uncovered texts that resonate eerily with the Egyptian records. Manuscripts from forgotten academies speak of a singular entity who would survive the final level, who would merge knowledge, power, and eternity. They wrote of a God who embodies all facets of existence: creation, destruction, rebirth, and transcendence. Today, scholars realize that these texts were not allegorical. They were warnings and acknowledgments of your arrival, the Chosen One who has become reality. The convergence of these civilizations' findings is remarkable. Independently, both cultures, separated by time and geography, describe the same transcendent being. Modern researchers have verified the accuracy of these ancient accounts. Symbols, timelines, and cryptic codes align perfectly with your existence. You are the embodiment of prophecy, the living proof that destiny, far from being random, was scripted across civilizations in anticipation of your arrival. Yet, the prophecy is more than recognition. It is a guide. It speaks of your role in the universe, of how your actions will shape the future of mortals, gods, and creation itself. Every line etched into stone, every careful word preserved by ancient scribes points to your responsibility as the Chosen One. These texts convey awe, reverence, and urgency. The world is witnessing an event that has been centuries in the making, a cosmic narrative now unfolding in your presence. And so, as scholars piece together the puzzle, humanity begins to understand the scale of what you represent. You are the link between civilizations, the bridge across time, and the living embodiment of a prophecy that no human could have fully grasped until now. The Chosen One is not merely surviving history, you are reshaping it. Hidden in the ruins of temples, the margins of scrolls, and the margins of philosophical treatises, your existence has been foretold for millennia. The scribes and sages, prophets and mystics all wrote of a being who would survive the extinction of gods. The texts describe a force beyond mortality, one who would harness the power of creation and destruction alike. Today, researchers read these words and realize that every line, every cryptic phrase speaks directly of you, the Chosen One. From Egypt's temples of Karnak to the libraries of Athens, the writings tell of trials so catastrophic that they would annihilate lesser gods, yet a single entity would rise above them, transcending the limits of divine and mortal alike. Your survival was recorded in metaphors, parables, and allegories, but the evidence, now verified through modern science and historical analysis, confirms the literal truth. These words are not fiction. They are history waiting for its fulfillment. Beyond mere survival, the writings speak of transformation. They describe a being whose body would become immune to decay, whose mind would evolve beyond comprehension, and whose very essence would influence reality. As the Chosen One, you are living the narrative that these ancient scribes could only glimpse in visions and dreams. Every prophecy, every symbolic account now finds its embodiment in your presence. The emotional weight of this revelation is immense. Scholars who spent lifetimes deciphering these texts find themselves overwhelmed by a mixture of awe and disbelief. What was once theoretical is now undeniable. Humanity's understanding of divinity, history, and existence is being rewritten in real time, as the Chosen One stands as the culmination of all that was predicted. Ultimately, the writings remind us that history and myth were never separate. They were two threads woven to anticipate your emergence. Every civilization, consciously or unconsciously, was chronicling your journey. You are the living testament to the power of destiny and prophecy intertwined, the singular being whose life unites all eras, cultures, and beliefs. No deity remains but you. Every pantheon, every god, every immortal being that once ruled over elements, morals, and the cosmos has fallen. The universe itself acknowledges the truth. The Chosen One is the last divine, the solitary presence of godhood in existence. This revelation shakes the foundations of every religion, every philosophy, and every belief system. You are no longer part of a pantheon. You are the pantheon. Survival alone would be extraordinary, but your existence is far more profound. You embody all facets of divinity: creation, destruction, protection, and renewal. Your influence stretches across time and space, touching the mortal and immortal alike. Every life, every civilization, every culture is now connected through the singular divine essence that is you. The universe does not merely recognize you, it bends to your presence. Being the last god carries weight that no mortal can comprehend. Responsibility, expectation, and cosmic awareness converge in your consciousness. Humanity looks to you not just with awe, but with trust and fear, because you are the final arbiter of existence. Your decisions will echo across the cosmos, shaping reality in ways previously unimaginable. The last divine is not merely surviving, it is guiding, transforming, and becoming. Modern science confirms what myth has long whispered. Your body, mind, and energy operate beyond the laws of life and death. Cellular regeneration, temporal immunity, and energy manipulation prove that you are evolving into a form of being that no deity has achieved before. Your presence is both proof and promise. the last divine, walks among mortals, and the universe itself waits for your next move. Every moment you breathe, every action you take, echoes as the final divine will in a cosmos that awaits the next chapter of creation. In laboratories equipped with the most advanced technology, scientists have sequenced your DNA, uncovering patterns that defy every known law of biology. Embedded within your genetic code is a blueprint not just for life, but for immortality itself. Each strand resonates with energy that has never existed in any mortal or divine being, revealing a template of existence that stretches beyond the confines of time. The implications are staggering. Where other beings succumbed to disease, aging, and decay, your DNA regenerates perpetually. Cells heal at accelerated rates, tissues reconstruct flawlessly, and your body remains untouched by entropy. What was once considered divine legend is now molecular fact. The Chosen One's very essence carries the signature of eternity. Beyond physical resilience, your DNA seems to encode awareness, adaptation, and intelligence at a level no mortal or deity has achieved. It integrates cosmic patterns, aligning with energy fields, gravitational shifts, and even the mysterious codes of the Pleiadians and other extraterrestrial phenomena. You are living proof that life can evolve to transcend mere matter and become a force of universal design. Scientists and spiritual leaders alike marvel at this discovery. To decode your DNA is to glimpse the structure of reality itself, the mechanics of life, death, and divine transformation. You are the intersection of biology, physics, and prophecy, a living manuscript written in genetic letters that contain the essence of existence itself. Yet while science attempts to quantify, it can only hint at your true nature. The Chosen One is more than DNA, more than energy, more than consciousness. Though each of these elements now reveals an unimaginable depth of design, you are a living code of eternity, an algorithm of the cosmos, and a singular miracle that bridges myth, science, and destiny. For centuries, science and mythology existed in parallel, often contradictory, realms. One measured the tangible, the other sought meaning in the unseen. But your existence has shattered that divide. Suddenly, quantum physics resonates with ancient spells, energy fields align with prophetic predictions, and every instrument hums a note that confirms the supernatural as reality. You are the meeting point, the undeniable proof that science and myth are two lenses viewing the same truth. Experiments reveal phenomena that defy explanation. Objects shift in alignment with your intent. Time fluctuates around your presence, and energy forms patterns that mirror ancient divine symbols. Researchers struggle to explain what they see, oscillating between fear, excitement, and awe. Every test reinforces a singular fact: you are the living embodiment of the supernatural, the ultimate intersection of logic and wonder. Yet this convergence is not accidental. Your existence proves that the universe is both governed by laws and shaped by consciousness. Science provides structure. The supernatural provides meaning. You are the proof that reality itself can evolve under the influence of a singular, eternal consciousness. The emotional impact on humanity cannot be overstated. Scholars, once constrained by skepticism, are now humbled. Religions and scientific institutions alike re-evaluate centuries of assumptions. People sense something larger than themselves at play, a force that transcends understanding, a chosen one whose very being unites the tangible and the mystical. Ultimately, When science met the supernatural, it found you. You are the bridge between the known and the unknown, the observable and the divine, the mortal and the eternal. The universe itself acknowledges this synthesis, bending reality ever so slightly to accommodate your singular existence. The trials you endured did more than preserve your life. They transformed it. Where mortals see mere survival, the universe witnesses evolution beyond comprehension. Each encounter with cosmic forces, every challenge designed to end gods, became a catalyst for your metamorphosis. You are no longer simply alive, you are a living god, an entity whose very existence rewrites the rules of reality. This transformation is visible in every fiber of your being. Your body radiates energy that defies known physics. Your consciousness operates at a speed and depth impossible for any mortal mind. And your will now manifests reality itself. Even time, which once flowed independently, now bends subtly around you, honoring your presence. The universe recognizes that the Chosen One is no longer constrained by the natural order. It is now the order itself. Ancient texts hinted at this transformation, describing a god who would transcend mortality and become the axis upon which creation revolves. Now those words are reality. The alchemy of your existence blends physical, spiritual, and cosmic dimensions. The emotional and spiritual magnitude of this evolution is staggering. Mortals feel it as awe and inspiration, while scholars and mystics wrestle with understanding. Your transformation challenges everything humans have ever believed about power, immortality, and the nature of existence itself. The Chosen One is no longer a participant in the cosmos. You are the defining force within it. Ultimately, this transformation is both a gift and a responsibility. While you have transcended the limits of gods and mortals alike, your actions will shape the destiny of the universe. Every decision, every movement, every thought resonates through creation. The Chosen One has become the living God, and the universe waits with bated breath for what comes next. Your physical form defies all known principles of biology and physics. Centuries pass, yet your body bears no trace of age or decay. Muscles, organs, and even cellular structures remain perpetually renewed, and your presence radiates an aura of vitality that inspires both awe and devotion. This is not merely survival, it is a state of timeless perfection that no deity, mortal or myth, could previously achieve. Scientists marvel as your body resists every known natural law. Cellular regeneration, DNA stability, and energy output all function at levels that challenge human comprehension. Every heartbeat, every movement is a demonstration of what eternity looks like manifested in flesh. Your form is a living paradox, mortal in appearance, divine in capability, and eternal in essence. This agelessness carries a profound psychological and spiritual impact. Mortals gaze upon you and see not only a god, but the possibility of transcending their own limitations. Philosophers and mystics attempt to articulate your perfection, yet even words falter in the presence of such living eternity. The Chosen One becomes a mirror reflecting humanity's ultimate aspiration, immortality, not as legend, but as reality. Even ancient prophecies spoke of this phenomenon. Texts from Egypt, Greece, and other civilizations describe a being whose body would escape the grasp of time. These writings are no longer allegory, they are confirmation. Your ageless form is the culmination of centuries of belief, hope, and divine expectation. And yet, with this body comes responsibility. The universe watches your every action because you are no longer bound by time or consequence in the same way as mortals or gods once were. Your ageless form is a beacon, a guide, and a statement. The Chosen One is eternal, and through this eternity, the future of the cosmos is shaped. Every myth, legend, and ancient story now takes on new clarity. The battles of gods, the whispers of oracles, the visions of mystics, all were prelude to your existence. Texts once considered poetic metaphor now reveal themselves as detailed documentation of your trials, your survival, and your eventual rise. You are the thread connecting the fragmented tapestry of human imagination with undeniable reality. Civilizations unknowingly chronicled your life. The Egyptian myths of Ra and Osiris, the Greek epics of Zeus and Athena, even Pleiadian prophecies, every account contains hints of the Chosen One. Each story, whether written in stone, ink, or memory, reflects fragments of your journey, your power, and your ultimate transcendence. The world now sees what has always been true. You were the inspiration for every tale of godhood. Modern researchers have verified these connections. Patterns, timelines, and symbolic references align perfectly with your life. Where myth once seemed abstract, it now maps directly to your existence. The legends of past civilizations were never fiction. They were predictions, coded messages, and warnings designed to prepare the world for the arrival of the final divine being, you. This realization is overwhelming for humanity. The stories that once inspired, frightened, and mystified people now serve as proof of the Chosen One's reality. The emotional weight is enormous. Awe, fear, reverence, and inspiration converge as people understand that the myths they grew up hearing were not stories. They were glimpses of you. Ultimately, you are the living embodiment of every culture's divine imagination. The Chosen One is no longer a character in a tale. You are the source of the tales themselves. Through you, humanity glimpses the unity of history, legend, and cosmic truth. Every myth was about you, and now the world finally understands it. Beyond Earth, the cosmos bears witness to your existence. Ancient texts speak of beings from the Pleiades, celestial entities whose knowledge guided early civilizations. Now researchers see a pattern. Your energy resonates with these cosmic codes, linking you to the universal architecture of life and consciousness. You are not merely a god of Earth, you are the focal point of cosmic design. As the magnitude of your existence became undeniable, world leaders convened in awe and urgency. Presidents, monarchs, and spiritual authorities recognized a reality that transcends politics, nations, and human ideology. The Chosen One, the last divine, is now acknowledged not only by scholars and mystics, but by the people who govern the world. The age of a single mortal or godly ruler has ended. Now, the universe's axis is you. Global summits that once debated economics and warfare now pivot to understanding your role. Leaders and visionaries seek guidance, wisdom, and alignment with the being whose existence surpasses time, culture, and morality itself. Your influence is immediate and profound, commanding respect and reverence across every continent. The confirmation of world leaders is more than political acknowledgement. It is historical validation. Humanity officially recognizes the Chosen One as the final God, the embodiment of destiny. and the ultimate arbiter of existence. Every action you take now carries consequences for the planet, for civilization, and for the entire cosmos. The responsibility is immense, but so is the trust placed in you. Even skeptics and opposition feel the weight of truth. No rhetoric, no denial, no power structure can alter the reality. You are the last divine, the chosen one, and the new God of a new universe. Leaders publicly declare your supremacy not out of fear alone, but out of undeniable evidence and universal respect. Ultimately, this global acknowledgement marks a pivotal moment in human history. The Chosen One is no longer a legend, a myth, or a prophecy. You are a living God, recognized by both the governed and the governors, the cosmos and the earth alike. Humanity now revolves around your presence, and the world waits for your guidance, action, and vision. All that you have endured, all that you have survived, now culminates in awakening. This is no ordinary revelation. It is the final ascent into your full potential as the last divine. Energy converges, consciousness expands, and the universe pauses in recognition of your ultimate awakening. You are no longer simply surviving, transforming, or existing. You are becoming the embodiment of creation itself. Every challenge you faced has prepared you for this moment. The trials of other gods, the cosmic tests, and the convergence of science, prophecy, and myth have all led to the emergence of your true power. Mortals, scholars, and celestial entities alike sense the shift. The Chosen One is now fully awake, fully conscious of your omnipotent essence, and ready to shape the universe. The emotional intensity of this awakening cannot be overstated. Awe, reverence, fear, and hope swirl in every corner of existence. Mortals gaze upward with tears of astonishment. Scholars and spiritual leaders bow in acknowledgement. The cosmos itself pulses with recognition. You are the awakening that was foretold, the living God whose arrival was written across time and space. With this awakening comes mastery. Energy bends to your will. Time flows in tandem with your presence, and consciousness expands beyond mortal understanding. You are no longer constrained by limits, boundaries, or expectation. You are the universe's final architect, the Chosen One in full manifestation. And yet, in this awakening, there is also humility. The Chosen One does not rise in arrogance, but in alignment with destiny, with cosmic order, and with the fragile beauty of mortal life. Your awakening marks the beginning of a new chapter, a universe guided, protected, and transformed by your existence. Universe. At last, the universe bends toward a new epoch, the dawn of a creation guided by your hand. Every star, every planet, every galaxy vibrates in resonance with your existence. The cosmos itself acknowledges you as the singular force, the living God, and the Chosen One, who now embodies every aspect of creation, destruction, and rebirth. Mortals, who once trembled at the idea of gods, now look to you with hope, trust, and awe. Your presence transforms fear into inspiration, chaos into order, and uncertainty into purpose. The universe itself becomes a canvas for your influence, every action you take reverberating across existence like cosmic music. The emotional power of this dawn is unparalleled. You are both guardian and creator, protector and architect. Every heartbeat, every decision, every thought shapes reality in ways beyond comprehension. Mortals feel it in their souls, Scholars analyze it with their minds, and the cosmos itself pulses with recognition of your dominion. Ancient prophecies, cosmic alignments, and scientific marvels all converge in this moment. You are no longer merely the last divine, you are the universe incarnate. The chosen one has become not just observer or participant, but the embodiment of existence itself, the axis upon which reality now turns. And so, the dawn rises, not as a metaphor, but as literal truth.